as a chief, we do everything. I'll keep taking you back, because it's, even though it sounds primitive and devilish and heathenism, as a chief, and even if you are knocking, you knock 3 times. You knock for those who are unborn, you knock for those who are present, and you knock for those who have departed. Everything is done in 3, so that every decision you take, you should make sure that all these 3 people, nobody loses out, even those who are dead and gone, let alone those who are alive or yet to be born as a chief. Now, if you sit and watch this devastation and think you've played your role as a chief, then yes, I know sometimes. I mean, currently there are over 5,000 mining licenses in application. 1,008 as at 3rd of this month. I think 1,800 are already in circulation active, and 5,600 applications to go and mine where. To be fair to some chiefs, you may have a big jurisdiction where from your palace to maybe the forest may be very, very far and inaccessible to you, so somebody can from the back go there. But if you are driving on the main road and there's somebody digging, then what is your excuse anymore? If you're driving on your main road and to your left and your right there are people digging, then where is your excuse? Where is your excuse? I mean, some of our colleagues have really, really let the side down. Kojo. Because
fellow chiefs.
Yes, our fellow chiefs have really let the side down. So yes, by all means, Kojo, within my little republic, there are chiefs who have accepted cattle on their lands. I said no, there's no cattle. So yes, when you come there's no cattle in my land, but there are cattle on other lands. One of the Fulani guys came to say, "Oh Nana, every now and then my cattle stray into your land. So why don't you just let me give you some of the cattle so that I can now come comfortably and graze?" And I said, "You haven't even given me a cattle, and look at what you're doing. If you give me, I then I'll give you license to come and ransack my land." So, Kojo, to some extent, you can stop things that you don't want coming. Kojo, even one man church, I don't allow it. Prayer camp. Well, you say, "Nyami afraid." Do you know when God called me? Have I set up anywhere to pray? So if you are the chief and you say that, "Look, I don't entertain a certain culture." Human beings generally don't like change. But luckily, nobody's going to vote for me. So if you sleep and you wake up and it is right, put your foot down and say no. And I always cite my one of my youth leaders sent me a tree saying that my son to chop tree of who born dog. Even the chainsaw man, if you go and contract him, no, besides say, "Do you anything?" Now I can say, "Do my son," you tell me, "Ma, it is not worth his while." So we could have played that part so that we would have minimized the impact, and then thankfully the security forces also take over and then work the other side. But it looks as though we threw our hands up in the air too quick. You go within a certain area, town A is overwhelmed with Galamsey, town B is not. Why? Yeah, you go within an area, town A is overwhelmed with Galamsey, town B, there's no mining going on. Why is there no Galamsey is town B? And meanwhile, there are people who are prospecting licenses. So they've gone and got the license, but the chief and the community say, "Hell no. If you're coming to build a factory, come. If you are coming to start a farm, come. But as for the ground there, you are not spoiling it." And I think we should play that part. Abayaji power. Charlie, there's no such thing that small power. Power is power. Power is power. I refused a family burial site. I said, "I don't have any. I mean, baby, I'll see you. If this is how you're going to behave here, if your people die, go and find a cemetery from somewhere." So you see, just there's always a way in which you can use your power. You're going to be this rude, fine. And yes, the first person died, they brought it to a woman. The second person died, they rushed the palace to come and appease and make settlements. Now we abide by the law. So thank you. And yes, so we should, because this thing, I will keep saying, in 100 years when they are doing history in a class, if you are alive and you hear what they will be talking about us, you turn in your grave. that our forefathers woke up one morning and said because they needed school fees, because there was no jobs, because their husbands have lost their jobs, they decided to attack their own water. We can do something. Yes, there are people who are overwhelmed in terms as if the forest is far away from your jurisdiction. But I'm asking, how about the ones being dug the back door by the road where you drive past every day? And also,